My name is Pranita Kaududerkar and today we discuss about the topic of the blood. First of all, the blood is a fluid connective tissue and it is a vital fluid in our human body that composed of the living components and non-living components. Living components such as the proteins, carbohydrates, and non-living components such as the electrolytes, magnesium, potassium. Then there are the some functions of the blood such as it transport the nutrients, hormones, and oxygen throughout the body. And second function is they also contain the waste materials that remove throughout the body. Then second function is the protection. The blood also contain the WBC in their composition, so it can give the uh, ability of the blood to fight against the infection. And another one is the blood also consists the antibody which give the some specific immunity towards the pathogen. Then also blood maintain the hemostasis of the body, that means the regulation of the temperature. It maintain the body pH, and it also transport the hormones which are used in the cell growth, cell repair, and normal growth of the body. Then we move towards the um, composition of the blood. Composition of the blood which involve the two parts, that is the liquid portion and form element. So liquid portion involves the blood plasma, that is amount 55% of the total body of fluid of blood. And then it is the liquid portion of the blood. And another one is the platelets and WBC is contain the 1% and 44%, that is the erythrocyte, also called as the red blood cells, which is formed in the bone marrow. Then we see about this composition one by one. So first of all is the blood plasma. So plasma is the liquid portion of the blood which involve the albumin, globulin, fibrinogen, electrolytes, and water. So first one is the albumin. Albumin which maintain the viscosity of the blood and also maintain the osmotic pressure of the blood. Then second component is the fibrinogen. Fibrinogen is a clotting factor which is required for the blood clotting when we have suffered from the injury or the loss of blood. Then third one is the um, uh, globulin. So globulin which also maintain the pressure of the blood and which provide the nutrients. And again it contain the electrolytes and water, maintain the water which is required for the as a solvent. Then it contain the erythrocyte, that is the 44% of the total blood in the body. That is erythrocyte is also called as the red blood cells. Red blood cells which is carry the oxygen towards the tissue, and which also contain the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the um, part of protein that contain the iron, which is bind to the oxygen molecule and provide the oxygen. So RBC is production in the red bone marrow and destruction of the red blood cells in the liver and spleen. Then erythropoietin is hormones which is produced by the kidney, which is required for the production of the red blood cell. Then increased count of RBC called as the anemia, and decreased count of RBC called as the erythrocytopenia. So then next one is the um, WBC, that is the leukocyte. WBC, the white blood cells, also called as the leukocytes, and which is in which the lack of color. So normal count of the WBC is the 4,000 to the 11,000, and WBC increased count called as the leukemia, which is one of the type of cancer, and increase decrease count of the um, that is leukocytes called as the leukocytopenia, which is one of the major disease. And next, it is divided into the two parts, that is the granulocytes and agranulocytes. So granulocytes, which included the three more types called as the eosinophils, basophil and neutrophil. So neutrophil is activate against the bacterial or viral infection. Basophil is activate against the parasitic infection, and eosinophil, which is activate against the hypersensitivity reaction, such as called as the allergies or the asthma. Then agranulocyte, which is included the monocytes and the lymphocytes. So lymphocytes, which is activate against the infection come into the body, and a monocyte that engulf the pathogen. And platelets is one of the components of the blood composition. So platelets is called as the thrombocytosis, decreased count of platelet called as the thrombocytosis, and so increased count of platelets called as the thrombocytosis, and decreased count of platelets called as thrombocytopenia. And platelets is normal count 1 lakh to the 10 lakh. So this is the composition of the blood. Then hematopoiesis is the process of formation of the blood, in which the all the blood cells will form due to the multipotential stem cells, which is divided into the two types, that is a lymphoid common progenitor, and myeloid common progenitor. So process of formation of the platelets called as the thrombocytosis, that is the thrombosis, and process of formation of the granulocytes, that is the granulocytosis. Then it is again there is the blood grouping system. In the blood grouping system, there are the two types of blood grouping, that is the ABO blood grouping and RH factor. So ABO blood grouping is the which developed by the Carl Landsteiner, which says that if the antigen present on the surface of the RBC, then corresponding antibody is not present on the plasma portion in the normal condition. Then blood group is also called as the blood type, and classification of the blood is depend upon the presence or absence of the inherited and genetic substance which is on the surface of the RBC. Then in which donor is the one who give the blood called as the donor, and the one who receive the blood called as the receiver. Always antigen is check on the check the donor, and antibodies check of the receiver. So O is the universal donor, and AB is the universal recipient. So it is all about the blood, and ABO blood group is essential in the blood transfusion, and it is also present in the various rodents such as the chimpanzee. So this is all about the blood. And there are the disorders related to the blood, such as the anemia. Anemia is one of the disease of blood, which is caused due to the reduction of the RBC, which is reduction of the oxygen carrying capacity towards the tissue. It is due to the loss of blood, formation of reduction of the formation in the RBC, or reduction in the destroying the RBC. So it is the main reason for anemia, which is caused due to the low count of the RBC. And then there is a pernicious anemia, which is one of the disorder of blood. In blood also included the disorders such as the vitamin B12 deficiency, in which the vitamin B12 deficiency cause the blood disorder, and iron deficiency in which the production of the iron in the blood is low, then it cause the iron deficiency. That is the thrombocytosis is one of the disease of platelets, that is the decreased count of increased count of the platelets. And thrombocytopenia is decrease increased count of the decreased count of the platelets. And also included the purpura, that is the disease purpura, that is the disease of platelets. And another we called as the leukemia, is the cancer of the blood. And hemorrhage, that is the blood clot, one of the disorder of the blood. So this is all about the blood and disorders. So thank you so much.